Crash Course to Nursing Resumes, New Grad, Experienced Nurse, and SRNA Edition. New grads are up first. First, you see up here in the corner that you have your education. You can include your tentative graduation date. I wouldn't necessarily include your GPA unless it's something that's competitive. Underneath that, you're going to want to highlight your clinical experience or your work experience. So if you're applying for a competitive specialty like ICU or NICU or ER, this is where you're going to include your EMT, your CNA experience, or your clinical capstone. Talk about that a little bit in depth in the middle section here. Underneath that, you can have any student organizations or volunteer experience, and then certifications beneath that. Notice how all of this is plain text, so it's searchable by these hospital databases. You don't want to use fun colors. You don't really want to use pictures because that makes your resume less likely to come up in search. Travel Nurse Edition, you can see here, I think I have 5 or 6 different contracts. You still want all of your resumes to be one page, almost no matter what, unless you've been experienced for like 10, 15 years. 1 page or less, even for travel nurses. You see here, it's the same format. It's plain text, it's searchable. I have highlighted the most important travel nursing jobs that I would do. The only thing I would change is that I might add a per diem category and just include all of the per diem jobs that I have in one bullet point instead of having them listed out separately if I was having a hard time fitting everything onto one page. Education is at the bottom, and you'll notice that I'm no longer including volunteer experience or committees. And this is my current resume. You'll notice a few changes. One is that I no longer list my CCRN or CSC because it's no longer clinically relevant to my career as a SRNA. You'll see that the education is at the bottom. I've consolidated the travel nursing experience, and I've included the critical care education up top because that is my full-time job at the moment, in addition to being a student. One thing I'll add is that every single stage you are in, you're going to no longer include stuff that is not relevant from the previous stage. So if you're in college, you're not going to include stuff from high school. If you're a new grad nurse, you're not going to include your student organizations anymore. If you are a travel nurse, you're not going to include your committees that you were on necessarily as a staff nurse. And as a CRNA or an SRNA, you're not necessarily going to include bedside nursing certifications. Keep it plain text, keep it one page, and keep it all in your Google Drive. There's more of a step-by-step breakdown in the Confident Care Academy membership or on the Confident Care Academy YouTube, so check that out for more.